Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new episode of India IT 360 Strategic Voices. I am Divya Giri, your host and executive editor at India IT 360. Today, we have the privilege of having a conversation with the CEO of NGenious Solutions, Mr. Nilesh Mehta. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today, and how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me, Divya. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So before we move further, I just want to know, can you share with my audience, about your professional background, professional journey a bit?
Sounds good. My name is Nilesh Mehta. As you heard, I am the CEO and founder at NGenious Solutions. I have been in this IT industry for, I think, almost 25 years now. I my engineering in India, in Mumbai, here as an electronics engineer. I went to US and studied my master's degree in computer science, and I grew up as a C, Visual C++ developer. I started my journey from there and went on to more enterprise collaboration with Microsoft Exchange Server, Active Directory, learning all about operating systems, hardware. And then we moved from there into enterprise collaboration with Microsoft SharePoint, application development. So I have been in technology for plus decades now, building solutions from writing custom application program with C++ to building complex architecture solutions with Microsoft Strategy, Google, AWS, ServiceNow, Salesforce, SAP. So it's a huge journey from a technical perspective. I have been lucky and fortunate enough to build this company, which has been going on for almost 2 decades now. We have a very smart team of close to 100 people working with our team, and delivering these enterprise solutions. So it's been an amazing journey and a lot of technology involved in that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, Mr. Mehta, your journey with Ingenious Solutions spans over 18 years. How has your vision for it evolved over the years?
Well, that's a great question. It's been a long journey for all of us. For some of you, you are still young. It's a different story, but we've all grown up. And over the last 2 decades or more, we have seen our world change drastically from desktops to laptops to tablets to smartphones. We have seen the baby boomers retiring and the next generation, such as yourself, come into the picture. And the work style has completely changed, right? There was less technology, 2 decades ago. Technology has played an immense role in the last 20 odd over here, right? So our vision when we started with this was to help companies, leverage technology up to a basic point, document management, email concepts, website development, stuff like that. But as we have grown over the last 2 decades over here, enterprise solution requirement has changed a lot. There have been quite a few changes in how people have worked, and we have to adjust to that stuff, right? However, at the base of all of that, the fundamental for every company remains the same. Every company in the world has a few major goals, and that is what our focus and vision has been on. The focus is, how to make money for our customers or how to help them save money. That is every business's requirement. How do I make more money or how do I save money, right? Those are the two fundamental requirements that they have. We keep that in mind when we deliver solutions out there. The other thing that has changed is because we have become a global world now. Everybody works from anywhere in the world, right? Some people, there are large companies that have people in all countries in the world, and their collaborations are necessary. How do they communicate internally? How do they work together? Language barriers. There's a lot of those components that are necessary also. So we think about, how to make these people collaborate better within their companies or with their customers across the world. And for all of these customers that have, hundreds and thousands of employees, how do they do operations management smarter, right? You have devices across multiple countries, hundreds and thousands of devices, and you have to manage them and maintain them regularly. So how do you perform your operations over there? And last but not the least, over the last 20 years, there have been a lot of growth in compliance requirements across the world. As companies have evolved, compliance requirements have evolved, and that is necessary. And the most important challenge is security. Over the last 20 years, you probably have heard there are so many phishing scams and hacking scams going on. Companies have had to really focus on making sure their environments, their users are going to be staying secure. So we have thought and learned about all of this aspect as we grow. And our vision is to make sure that when we work with our customers, we factor in all these components in our solution for them.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very well explained. So, Ingenious Solutions offer a wide range of services from Microsoft 365 and Azure to ServiceNow and full stack development. So, what's the most exciting project you have tackled recently?
Uh, Almost every projects are exciting because every customer brings their own challenges to the table. Every solution is different in certain ways. But over the last year or so, we've done quite a few major projects like migrating our customers from Google to the Microsoft platform, or helping customers leverage and implement a better operations management system with ITSM, which is incident and ticketing service management system, operations management, asset management solutions over there. AI has come a lot into play, and obviously everybody in the world is talking about AI, right? So we have done, I would say this year we have done 3 or 4 major projects that have been amazingly challenging for us. One of our first projects was helping this customer move from from the Google Workspace to the Microsoft 365 platform. These things are very complicated when you are going from completely different platforms, right? That don't have any relationship together. And for known reasons, they don't make it easy. They don't want people to transfer from one place to another place, so they don't make this even easy, right? So we've had our share of challenges. We successfully took this customer from a Google environment that they'd been using for almost 10 years. They have multiple domains and entities. We took them about 1,200 to 1,500 users, and we took them to Microsoft World. And we were able to do that in less than 6 months with minimal impact. I mean, for example, the day after they went into production in Microsoft, that 1 week, they had less than 10 issues that were reported by customers. So that was an interesting, a challenging project that's very, difficult, but very well successfully done by our team. The other one is implementing ERP systems using Microsoft Dynamics 365. ERP implementations around the world are always 50-50. Some of the key players in the world are Microsoft, has the Dynamics 365 platform, which is finance and operations or business central. SAP, you may have heard, is another brand name, solution that implements solution. And ERP implements always 50. 50% of time, they always fail. They always fail. Because customer understanding of their business, technical challenges are always in place, and finding the right partner that also knows how to implement this, is very is key to the success over here. We have implemented 4 or 5 ERP implementations in the last 1 year over here in India. And thankfully, most of them were successful and implemented successfully over here. It's been ranging across manufacturing, professional services, pharmaceutical companies. So those have been other exciting projects for us. AI, as I mentioned, is definitely something that's new to the game over here. So because it is so new, it is still evolving, and the right way to implement that is also still under observation. Nobody knows what's the right solution, right? Everybody's wants AI. They don't know what the right solution is, right? There are concerns around privacy. There are concerns about security. There's concern about data leak, because AI, once it has access to something, it has access to everything, and you have to really worry about what that means from a security perspective. So we've done some demos and solutions for our customers using AI platforms within the Microsoft world using Copilot, or within the ServiceNow world using AI platforms that they have. So those have been some really amazing and challenging projects for us that we've accomplished in the last 12 months over here.
Great. So, you are actively involved in the IAMCP Circle. What is your role there, and what has been your experience so far?
That's another good question. IMCP, the full form for IMCP is the International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. This is the world's largest partner group for all Microsoft partners. I think they have thousands of members in there, right? The beauty about this group is that it's made for partners, right? Every year there are new companies that are coming up that focus on technology, and there are many Microsoft partners that are coming up new, but they don't understand the ecosystem, right? Because I'm a new company, I want to do Microsoft solutions, but I don't know how Microsoft actually works. I don't understand the full gamut of technologies that Microsoft provides. I don't know how to best leverage Microsoft technologies for our customers. I don't know how to get the best discounts from Microsoft. I don't know what should I sell to my customer in Microsoft, right? Or how it compares with other platforms. The partner group brings together many of these organizations together and shares information internally. It's basically a group that says we all are aware of Microsoft, and our success is in making you successful. So one partner is always willing to make sure that the other partner is successful. It's not a competition, it's helping each other. The pie in the world is very big. Microsoft business is trillions of dollars, right, around the world. If we share certain information with each other, I'm not going to lose business. In fact, we will all do more business because we are taking more Microsoft solutions to the customer over here, right? So sharing knowledge becomes the key to this group over here, and that's what we do. My role over here is over the last 2 decades, as I shared with you, I have had a lot of technical experience. One of the key focus areas that I personally was focused on was enterprise collaboration, process automation, BI solutions, which falls under the Microsoft Modern Workplace, group, which specifically includes Microsoft SharePoint platform, Microsoft Power Platform, Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Teams, which everybody in the world knows. Zoom is one concept, Microsoft Teams is the other concept over there. These technologies are used by companies for their internal and external collaboration, for their document management, for their workflow automation, for having video calls, for chatting with team members, stuff like that. So I am considered one of the experts in that area. And my goal is to help other partners understand how to leverage these platforms for their customers properly, help them understand what are the new ways of building solutions, what are the key announcements from Microsoft in this platform, and basically making sure that they are aware on how to take this and go to their customers and help them build their solutions also. So that's the role. I am the solution. In India, we have a concept of a solution circle, and I am the captain of the solution circle for IMCP for modern workplace. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. I've been a member of IMCP for, I want to say, more than 10 plus years. And we all love to build partnerships and help each other grow.
Nice. So, with technologies like Microsoft's Power Platform and ServiceNow platform, you are helping companies streamline process. How do you guide clients on balancing customization with the inherent power of these pre-built tools?
It is an interesting question over here. This goes back a long way. In the old days, when these technologies were not as sophisticated, when SharePoint specifically, for example, was introduced about 20, I want to say 22 years ago in 2001, 2002, it was a new concept, a new platform, which was definitely very exciting and interesting, and it grew to be a very popular and user-friendly company. But in its infancy, every platform is an idea, right? And it meets about 50-60% of your business needs because it's your first generation, your second generation of your platform over there, right? It has a good potential, but it does not meet all of your business needs over there. So most companies around the world took these platforms and built custom solutions on top of these platforms, right? And as they evolved, these platforms and these solutions met their business requirements. But then the challenges came to, I now have to upgrade this platform. And when I had to upgrade, that was a big problem because I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars customizing this platform, and taking this to the next level was not easy. That means I had to pour in another millions of dollars to actually get the conversions done. And ROIs become a challenge at that point. Like, why am I customizing so much? So as a company, what we do is we tell our customers that any platform you buy right now, whether it's Microsoft, Google, AWS, ServiceNow, SAP, Salesforce, Oracle, any of the key platforms you purchase in the world, they will give you 60% ROI out of the box. You take it out of the box, you configure it, you have 60% ROI right there. Our goal is to help you get you from that 60% to at 80-90% goal. No platform in the world gives you 100% solutions. Nothing is ever going to solve all of your requirements 100%. So how do we take you from 60% to 80 or 90% on the high side? And there are two ways of achieving this. You can either buy third-party add-ons. So you have a platform and you have something that sits on top of it, but it's been built by another company. It's been tested and implemented across hundreds of other customers. So this solution is not custom to you, but it's provided by a third-party company. It is good because it's been tested by hundreds of other customers. And you can plug and play. I can take this, I can put this on top of your platform and start working in a week. So my time to delivery becomes faster. My cost of implementation may sometimes reduce. I don't have to spend weeks and months and years trying to implement the solution. So that's one option. In the absolute worst situation, when even a third party does not work for me, then we have to go the custom solution route. Like, you go on to shopping across malls and, you want to buy shirts and t-shirts. Yeah, there's nothing that fits my size. I've tried it. I've gone to Louis Vuitton. I've gone to, Tiffany's, whatever the stores, right? I've gone to all these stores, but nothing's with me. Then I have to go custom tailor made. That's the absolute last choice we have. So that is the approach we also take. We want to make sure that the customer increases their ROI. You do out of the box as much as possible, because when it's time to upgrade, you don't want them to be, getting into more cost at that point also. If that doesn't work, you take this third-party add-ons. The absolute last case situation, you customize the platform.
Great. So, how do you stay ahead in an industry that's constantly evolving? And what advice would you give to emerging IT leaders aiming to make a mark in cloud and automation?
Uh, our industry, specifically IT, does not even change monthly or weekly. It changes every day. Every morning and evening, there's something that new that keeps coming up left and right over here, right? For me specifically, if you look at it, CEOs, CFOs, CIOs around the world, they are constantly connected to the internet, looking at information from platforms like LinkedIn and Insta and all this other platform, because information is coming from everywhere in the world, everywhere. Now, we are a service provider, which means we have to understand technology when we have to provide solutions to our customers. But there are so many technologies out there, we cannot focus. So for me to stay sane and not lose my sanity over here, we focus on the things that we provide to our customers, right? We are focused on enterprise collaboration, which means document management, knowledge management, business process automation, doing analytics for your data using business intelligence solutions, integrating and building connected systems, right? You may have a CRM system, you have a document management system, you have a billing and invoicing system, you have a production management system somewhere, and they're all good by itself. But when they are connected, then your data flow becomes better, your business process becomes better, and your ROI becomes better from these platforms. So I stay focused on what my company offers in these areas and focus on technology that supports. So anything that comes from Microsoft, from Google, from AWS, from ServiceNow, which is one of the big platforms we focus on. And lastly, like I said, if there's none of this work and if you have to build a custom solution, then I stay focused on anything that's happening in the world of custom application development using, .NET, Angular, React.js, stuff. So those are the areas I stay focused on. There are many ways to stay focused on. I mean, information is so much out there right now. You just have to filter them. You have to, over a period of years, identify key authors or content writers that you can trust that bring valid information to you, whether it's on LinkedIn or it's on YouTube, it's blogs, and then you subscribe to them and you constantly monitor and follow up them, right? Microsoft publishes a lot of information. The OEMs like ServiceNow, they produce a lot of information. So that would be the first step to go to. And if that's not enough, then you go to industry experts that are willing to share, like I said, IMCP. There are people that are willing to share that information easily. You want to work with those kind of people. You want to follow them to understand that information out there.
Yeah, correct. So finally, as someone who's frequently sharing insights at industry events, what emerging trends do you think will be game changers in the next 5 years for enterprise IT solutions?
There is going to be a lot, but like I said, I would stick to the fundamentals of what my company needs. The absolute and most important is going to be AI. There's no doubt about it. AI is going to change again. Everything that we do over here is going to be concept over here. So in the next 5 years, what I see is companies trying to get their understanding of what AI can do for them, identifying the right business use case scenarios, building their governance around how to use AI. Remember, one of the things I said was companies have to be more compliant now and they have to be more secure. They have to have an audit trail of everything that they're doing now because they are getting audited regularly for stuff. So we have to build a governance around how to build this platform, how to implement this platform. If I take AI, which is either Microsoft Copilot or which is, ServiceNow's AI or some other AI, out there, ChatGPT, all those things, what is going to be the impact within my company? Where is my data flowing? Who is consuming my data? Who is able to see my data? That is what is called governance. And we need to plan for this and get ready. The next few years, I see customers trying to build this baseline, governance model in their company before they actually start taking advantage of this platform. The next thing is automation. You want to grow, automation is the fastest way. You have to learn to scale. There's human labor, but nothing can work as fast as automation processes, right? When you build automation in your environment, you can, run systems faster. You can also have an audit trail that can make sure that you are successfully doing this properly. If something goes wrong, you can identify what went wrong, who did something wrong, how can I fix this together properly over there. So automation is another thing. The other thing I told you before was, as an enterprise, most customers have many systems in their environment. If you think about the likes of Pfizer or Johnson and Johnson or large healthcare companies or media houses like Viacom, CBS, Star TV, all these companies, they have multiple platforms. They have Microsoft, they also have Google, they also have AWS, they have SAP. How do I make these systems work together, right? So integration is another area that I see that is going to be more common and more needed over the next 5 years. I want my systems to work together, not work in silos. I want my data flow and my processes to go across each systems properly, so I can run my processes from different systems, right? So this integration between these platforms are going to be much more necessary as companies' requirements evolve over there. Operations management, there are more and more devices that are coming up every day. More customers need more customers, services, cloud solutions out there, right? You have servers that are being, produced in Azure and AWS, thousands and hundreds and thousands of, servers are produced. How do I manage these devices? So operations management is another major headache, that companies have to focus on. Especially one of the things that I don't know if you heard, it's called DevOps, making sure that when we are deploying solutions, it goes in an automated fashion, it is secure, it's been tested properly before it goes live. If you remember, about a month ago, we had a global issue when most large companies around the world went down when there was a Microsoft glitch. If you remember, that happened, right? That was a DevOps issue, right? And that's part of operations management. I need to be more careful about what I'm deploying. So that, is going to be another piece, making sure that when automation is implemented, it's being audited, it's being tested properly, and there'll be no major, fallouts out there. So that's the thing. Last, and I keep saying this again and again, is going to be around security. Every day, we have to identify more and more ways to become secure. Every day there's somebody looking out there to bring corporates down or consumers down. So security remains an evergreen necessity. We'll have to constantly keep evolving our security systems and making sure we're staying ahead of people that want to hurt us.
Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you guys found our discussion insightful and inspiring. Stay tuned for more exciting conversations with industry leaders, and remember to follow us for the latest updates and insights. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more insightful discussions on our channel. See you in our next episode.